Friends, this transfer window is on fire. Manchester United is making a bold £74 million push for Benjamin Šeško, competing with Newcastle, and it looks like the striker's heart might already be in Manchester. Meanwhile, Darwin Núñez is stunning fans by leaving the Premier League for Al Hilal, wrapping up his thrilling journey at Liverpool. And if that's not enough, United is eyeing Barcelona's rising star Fermin Lopez with a jaw-dropping €70 million bid. This window is full of excitement and drama. All this and so much more in today's episode. Smash that like button if you live for this kind of transfer drama. Let's hit 300 likes, subscribe for more madness like this every day. And now, let's dive into the full story. Benjamin Šeško's transfer saga is capturing the full attention of the Premier League this summer, with Newcastle United and Manchester United locked in a fierce battle to secure the 22-year-old RB Leipzig striker's signature. This transfer story is far from straightforward, filled with big bids, high stakes, and Šeško's clear preference shaping the race. Newcastle kicked off the chase with an initial offer worth around £65 million plus £4.3 million in add-ons, which RB Leipzig rejected. Undeterred, Newcastle raised their bid to approximately £69.7 million with add-ons, showing their commitment to landing Sesko. Meanwhile, Manchester United entered the fray with a competitive offer just shy of Newcastle's, around £74 million total, including an initial £65 million fee, plus nearly £9 million in performance-related add-ons. Despite Newcastle's willingness to pay a bit more, Benjamin Šeško has leanings that may tilt the scales. The Slovenian striker, standing tall at 6 feet 5 inches and already renowned for his blend of speed, power, and clinical finishing, reportedly favors a move to Manchester United over Newcastle. His preference is influenced by the project at Old Trafford, aligning with his ambitions and career trajectory. Šeško's impressive track record at RB Leipzig, including 39 goals and 8 assists in 87 appearances since joining in 2023 and 21 goals last season alone, makes this transfer one of the most significant moves of the summer. Manchester United sees him as a crucial piece in revamping their attack after a challenging campaign, where scoring was a struggle. His arrival could also signal changes for current United forwards, with his arrival potentially impacting Rasmus Højlund's future. Newcastle, meanwhile, faces a complex situation. They hope to bring in Sesko as a possible successor or partner for Alexander Isak, who is currently the subject of a high-profile interest from Liverpool. Losing out on Sesko leaves Newcastle vulnerable in the striker department, especially after Callum Wilson's departure to West Ham. RB Leipzig is carefully considering both offers. With the bid so close in value, the decision might ultimately rest on the player's preference, which currently leans towards Manchester United. In many ways, this saga highlights the clash of ambitions and resources in the Premier League, where two clubs from similar backgrounds seek to elevate their status with a world-class young striker. As negotiations continue, fans on both sides of the rivalry remain keenly aware that the outcome could reshape the balance of attacking power for the 2025-26 season. Benjamin Šeško's next chapter looks poised to begin at Manchester United, where he is expected to join the club for a fee near £74 million, marking one of the biggest deals of the summer and potentially sealing a huge step forward in his promising career. Newcastle's pursuit, though valiant, could end in disappointment as Sesko edges closer to Old Trafford, setting the stage for an electrifying season ahead. Darwin Núñez, the Uruguayan striker, is on the verge of closing a significant chapter in his career at Liverpool and embarking on a new adventure in the Saudi Pro League with Al Hilal. After 3 years at Anfield, where he joined from Benfica for a hefty initial fee of around £64 million in 2022, Núñez is set to make a high-profile transfer that has captured the attention of football fans worldwide. The deal has been confirmed with Liverpool and Al Hilal agreeing on a transfer fee reported at €53 million, with potential add-ons that could push the total to around €65 million. This agreement marks one of Liverpool's biggest sales in recent years and is expected to fill the club's coffers significantly as they continue to reshape their squad for the new season. Núñez is expected to sign a 3-year contract with the Saudi Giants, joining a league that has been aggressively attracting top talent with lucrative offers. While at Liverpool, Núñez showed flashes of brilliance and high work rate, scoring 40 goals and providing 26 assists in 143 appearances. However, his performances have been mixed, with inconsistent form under recent management and limited playing time fueling rumors of a move. The striker reportedly gave his green light for the transfer after discussions, and he was seen bidding farewell to the Anfield fans following a recent friendly match. Interestingly, before finalizing this transfer, Núñez was linked with several European clubs, including heavy interest from Italy's AC Milan and Napoli, but these clubs could not match the financial package offered by Al Hilal. The move also aligns with Núñez's personal considerations, as he looks for fresh challenges and possibly a less demanding schedule ahead of important international commitments like the World Cup. This transfer is a significant moment for Liverpool, who have been active in the summer transfer window, investing heavily in new talents while also making way for exits like Núñez. The club aims to bolster its attacking options with other targets as they prepare to challenge on multiple fronts in the Premier League and Europe. Darwin Núñez's move to Al Hilal symbolizes the ongoing shift in global football power dynamics, with Middle Eastern clubs increasingly able to attract top players from Europe's elite leagues, reshaping careers and competitive landscapes alike. For Liverpool fans, it marks the end of an era, bidding farewell to a player known for his tenacity and glimpses of stunning ability on Merseyside. Fermin Lopez, Barcelona's 22-year-old midfield prodigy, is stirring up one of the summer's most intriguing transfer sagas, with Manchester United leading the charge to secure his signature amid fierce competition. Lopez, a La Masia graduate who played a crucial role in Spain's Olympic gold medal run, has impressed with his creativity, technical skills, and goal contributions, registering 8 goals and 10 assists last season. Manchester United see him as a perfect fit for manager Ruben Amorim's vision to revamp the midfield with youthful energy, flair, and intelligence on the ball. The Red Devils reportedly are preparing a substantial bid in the region of 70 million euros to convince Barcelona to part with the talented midfielder, a figure that could make this one of the biggest sales in Barcelona's recent history. Manchester United hopes to offer Lopez an astronomical salary boost and a clearer path to first-team action compared to their Premier League rivals. His potential partnership with rising stars like Amad Diallo and the presence of other young talents could make Old Trafford an appealing destination for the Spaniard's next chapter. However, this transfer pursuit is far from straightforward. Chelsea have emerged as serious contenders, ready to match big bids, around 60 million euros, to bring Lopez to Stamford Bridge as part of their youth-focused recruitment drive. The Catalan club, burdened by financial challenges, faces internal division on whether to sell Lopez, who has not expressed a desire to leave and remains focused on his role at Barcelona. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has emphasized that so far, no official negotiations are underway, and any chance of a transfer hinges on Lopez himself signaling a wish to depart. Despite the complexities, Manchester United's interest remains strategic and intent, waiting for the right moment to make an official move if Barcelona becomes open to negotiations. This transfer saga encapsulates a high-stakes battle between Premier League giants vying for a highly rated young talent poised to make a lasting impact on the European stage, with Lopez's future still hanging in the balance. In this evolving story, Fermin Lopez stands at a crossroads with potential historic implications for Barcelona's finances and Manchester United's midfield revival, and the watching football world eagerly anticipates where this talented Spaniard will land next season. And since you're still watching, I'm guessing you're enjoying this as much as I am, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more transfer news and juicy rumors. You don't want to miss what's coming next. He was brought in to be the face of the new Juventus. Dusan Vlahovic, Serbian powerhouse, cold finisher, the kind of striker that makes defenders nervous before kickoff. When he arrived in Turin for 70 million euros, the hype was real. The goals came fast. And despite the chaos around him, injuries, tactical shifts, boardroom scandals, Vlahovic kept doing what he does best, scoring. But now, 3 years on, the story's changing. Juventus are rebuilding. And suddenly, Vlahovic is no longer the future. They're willing to cash in. Not because he failed, because he's too valuable to keep. And now, the Sharks are circling. Manchester United see him as the perfect plan B if the Benjamin Šeško deal collapses. But let's be clear, Vlahovic isn't a backup. He's a 6'3" battering ram with a sniper's instinct. The kind of forward United fans have been crying out for. Chelsea have him on the radar too. After years of failed number one. 9S, Vlahovic would bring grit, hunger, and, most importantly, goals. No overcomplication, just ruthless finishing. Arsenal tried to sign him once. He said no. But now? With their project thriving and Champions League football on the table, the timing might just be right. Even Bayern Munich have quietly kept tabs. Because elite strikers don't hit the market often, and Vlahovic is still only 25. This summer isn't just a transfer window for him, it's a crossroad. He's not the flashy social media striker. No tricks, no gimmicks, just power, precision, and pressure. He doesn't beg for the spotlight, but when he's in the box, he owns it. Where he goes next could define the next phase of European football. One thing's certain. Whoever signs Dusan Vlahovic, they won't be getting a player, they'll be getting a predator. Stop the press, we've got a potential shocker in the transfer market. Jack Grealish, the £100 million man, the face of England's footballing swagger, is now being linked with a move to Everton. Yes, you heard that right. Everton. This is the same Jack Grealish who left Aston Villa in 2021 for a British record fee to join Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. The hair, the headband, the low socks, he had it all. Glamour, trophies, memes, and moments of magic. But somewhere along the way, the shine started to wear off. Sure, he won a Champions League. Yes, he lifted multiple league titles. But ask any City fan, Grealish was never truly unlocked. A few sparks, but never a blaze. Injuries, form dips, and City's stacked squad meant he became more of a luxury player than the talisman he once was. And now, at 29, he's facing the ultimate football question. Does he stay comfortable, or does he go chase his fire again? That's where Everton come in. The Toffees are in rebuild mode, and they're reportedly in advanced talks with City over a loan move for Grealish. And get this, City are even open to covering part of his wages. Not because they want him gone, but because they know he needs the minutes. Everton sees him as a game changer, someone who can bring flair, leadership, and confidence to a team desperate to climb back up the table. For Grealish, it's a golden opportunity to become the main man again. This isn't just a random transfer, this could be a career revival. Imagine Jack Grealish in a free role at Goodison Park, running the show, feeding passes, dazzling defenders, and igniting the crowd like only he can. But let's not sugarcoat it. This is risky. Can he stay fit? Will he thrive outside City's system? And is this really a step forward, or just sideways? We'll find out soon. But one thing's clear. This move could either revive a star, or write the final chapter of a career that once promised the world. Stay tuned. Because the Jack Grealish story, it's far from over. Let's talk about one of the most electric young talents on the market right now, Bradley Barcola. If you haven't been paying attention, now's the time to start, because the 22-year-old French winger is making waves, and big clubs are circling. Barcola joined PSG just last year from Lyon, and despite competing in a squad full of stars, he made his presence felt, fast. Explosive on the wing, fearless in one-on-one situations, and surprisingly mature for his age, he's become one of League One's standout young performers. But here's the twist. He might already be on his way out. Word is Chelsea have made a formal offer for Barcola, and it's serious. The Blues, still deep into their youth-focused rebuild, are eyeing Barcola as the next big thing. He fits their style perfectly. Raw talent, massive upside, and a hunger to prove himself on the Premier League stage. The deal? Around 45 to 50 million euros, and it could move quickly. Chelsea see him as a future star, and maybe even a starter, if he adapts well. But they're not alone. Sources say Manchester City have been sniffing around too, watching quietly from the shadows. And Barcelona? They've asked the question. But it's Chelsea who've actually made the move. Now why would PSG even consider selling a rising star they just signed? Simple. Squad depth and financial fair play. Add that to the pressure to balance the books, and a big offer becomes hard to refuse. So what does this mean for Barcola? If he joins Chelsea, he'll be walking into a team that's young, ambitious, and desperate to return to the top. Still, if he thrives, we could be looking at one of the next breakout stars in the Premier League.